Welcome back to the agenda. Year after year, the Clark County GOP just seems challenged to get its act together. We're here now with David McKeon, who is hoping to chair the GOP here in Clark County beginning this summer if elected. I do want to note that we invited the incumbent, Cindy Lake, to come on, either separately or with you. She so far has been unavailable, but just wanted to mention that we gave her that opportunity.
She'll make it sooner or later. Listen, I want to go back. I discussed earlier, at the start of the last segment, about the Republican National Committee and their big autopsy of 2012 and what they have to do, or what they think they have to do, in terms of trying to broaden the party's appeal to people that they're having trouble reaching right now. At the state level, it seems to me that a lot of those issues, obviously the immigration issue, but also with respect to women's issues and such, are things that the Republican Party in Nevada have kind of maybe been a little bit more enlightened about than the National Party, at least in recent weeks. And I'm wondering, too, if that isn't, how that fits with the dynamic of the Ron Paul contingent, which is still very powerful within the state, but also within the kind of grown-ups, if we'll call them, the, Dean Heller, Brian Sandoval contingent. I mean, how do you see the Clark County fitting into that larger discussion of where the Republican Party needs to go?
Es importante que hablamos con la gente que no habla inglés, ¿verdad? No, la verdad, tenemos que hablar con ellos porque es importante que comunicamos nuestros principales. We need to communicate our principles. I served a mission in Spain, and so I had the opportunity to learn and speak Spanish in that country. And so since I've been back in the States, I've had many opportunities to travel overseas. I lived in the Middle East, in Asia. So when I moved here to Nevada in 2009 to marry my sweetheart, Crystal, I started getting involved in the community, and I would go to these different organizations in the Asian community, in the Hispanic community, in the African American community, just getting to know all these different folks. So this engagement that they're talking about that we need to be doing, I'm already doing it. It's just part of my nature. And I think that when someone stands up and doesn't pander, but defends and stands for the principles that they believe in, that creates self-reliance, that makes someone stand up tall and be proud of who they are and what they're doing in their life, that's what we as Republicans need to be doing.
Let me see if I can rephrase that question a little bit. You've got a Republican governor who has embraced this idea of expanding Medicaid under Obamacare. A lot of the Republicans in the legislature have embraced that as well. Now, something like that, or extending the sunset taxes that the governor and most of the Republicans in the legislature agreed to do. How is that going to fit with the rank and file of the Republicans in terms of trying to expand? What I'm getting at is what the top wants to do, is that going to sell with the base? That's what I'm getting at.
Well, I'm not focusing on that. What I'm focusing on are finding candidates that we can recruit and train to come through the political process of the Republican Party to know what we as Republicans stand for, so that when we nominate these folks and support them, that when they go to office, they will represent those values that we care about. I can't talk about what they're doing in office right now, but I want to talk about what I will do as chairman for the Clark County Party to find people to fill these positions when the time comes.
What is your idea of a good Republican candidate looks like? Give us some policy examples. When you're out there recruiting, what are you looking for?
Do what you say and say what you do. Quit being him and Han on the issues. If you believe in something, and you know...
Dean Heller might have a problem then. I mean, we were discussing earlier about how he's kind of, during the election, during the campaign, the whole business of, for instance, the DREAM Act was amnesty. Now he's all, we need to,
We've got a consensus on immigration reform.
And it frustrates people. It does. Because they want to know where someone stands, so when they vote for them, they think that that's how they're going to follow through when they're in elected office.
Right.
That's the reality.
Okay, we are unfortunately out of time for today. Hopefully we'll have you back before the election. Good luck to you out there herding those cats, and thanks for coming in. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you very much.